Hello, guys. Welcome to the after game show. We have just witnessed the final whistle of the Arsenal game, Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest, with Arsenal winning at home 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. I'm here with Kim, and he's gonna tell us his reaction to the game. So, Kim, what do you feel about the game?
Yeah, I mean, like it was a pretty good game. Everybody was in sync, and I think the front three actually linked up pretty good. Gyökeres, Eze, Madueke, excellent. He was electric today. Pretty good, very good. Yeah.
Speaking of Madueke now, I remember at the signing of Madueke from Chelsea, Arsenal fans were all over the place in terms of how they didn't want Madueke. In fact, they made it clear that they did not want Madueke in the club. So, what was your reaction at the time Madueke was signed, and do you think he has proved you wrong in terms of if you were against it, and then if he has proved you right in terms of if you were for it?
Okay, so first of all, like I wasn't really against the signing, but like everybody was like, uh, Madueke is not the priority. You feel me? And maybe there was a lot of bad talk coming from like Chelsea fans,
Yeah.
saying like, oh, Madueke wasn't good for them. So Arsenal fans probably we just believe that he wasn't actually good because I mean, if you think about it, if he was playing good, then we would have noticed, for against like Chelsea and all that.
But you know the funny thing is, I still don't see the difference between Madueke in Chelsea and the Madueke that played today.
Are you for real?
Because for me, it's like Madueke has always been that beautiful player, but look at the chances he had to square the ball. Like he's a corner line player. He's always going to that. So I didn't see it. I just saw a different spark in terms of maybe Martinelli as a winger, and then a different, or rather, he lived above the expectation that Arsenal fans were having for like a competent
Correct.
winger that would replace Saka
Yeah.
whenever he's not around.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think there are still similarities between the Madueke of Chelsea and the Madueke that played today?
I honestly think there is something different because why I say that because I mean everybody is like giving them his flowers, taking back their words, so yeah, there is something different.
Okay.
Yeah.
So speaking of that front three now, Eze started today, Martinelli on the bench. Are you for that or against that?
I am for that. I'm for that. Definitely for that. Yeah.
So what would you say about what difference would you say Eze brought to that wing that Martinelli has been missing?
Well, he brought something different. Like, for instance, now the assist
Yeah.
for Gyökeres. If you put Martinelli in that position, as you can see, Califeri crossed the ball, and once he got the ball right, just one touch, crossed it into the
Yeah.
box, and it was a goal. Boom for Gyökeres. If that was Martinelli, Martinelli would take like two, three, four, five, six touches, and probably wouldn't have given the ball to Gyökeres.
I mean, you could see that in the first games Martinelli played with Gyökeres.
Exactly. I mean, so many chances for him to
Yeah.
give the ball to Gyökeres, and he didn't. He just refused. Just kept on looking down, doing his thing. You know.
Okay. So Odegaard injured today. Um, what would you think of that Waneri in his position, or would you prefer Ateta brings Eze to that position and maybe someone else plays that left wing?
Well, um, it really depends, because so for the left wing we got Trossard. That yeah, we got Trossard. So if um Ethan is going to play, sorry, if Eze is going to play number 10, then it's definitely going to be Trossard playing on the left.
Yeah.
And Trossard is a good player. Trust me, he's a good player. But he's not the type of player that's going to deliver in all matches, which is why you don't see him starting in all the matches.
But you know he had an assist today.
Yeah, he did have an assist today.
So I
But
still
but yeah, like I said, like I mean, like as a starter, yeah, he may not really have that effect for all the matches, which is why he comes off the bench most times. You know. Then I would actually prefer to have Eze on the left
yeah.
for that consistency, because
So
I
who
feel like
plays in the midfield?
Ethan.
So you're sure
for
that
now.
Waneri is ready for that position, like to carry, because we don't know how long this Odegaard's injury is going to be for.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. And yeah, today we could see some glimpses like, is he going to be okay in that number 10? But yeah, I mean, that's why we, got, at least now we have a good big squad. So if somebody doesn't play well, we could always, like, put in somebody else.
Okay. So for a case where Eze doesn't play that left wing, which other player aside Trossard do you feel can play that position?
The left wing,
Yeah.
that's most likely we have to bring Madueke to the left. I mean, that's the only. But I want to say Martinelli, but I don't know, to be
So
honest.
well, okay, okay. So now let's talk Jokeres to complete that front three.
Okay.
Uh, I don't know if you saw it, but in the first half, I noticed Jokeres has bad first touch.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I also noticed too. Like he always has a heavy touch on, his first ball. Yeah, correct.
So,
Uh,
what would you make of Gyökeres today? Because aside that goal, he wasn't really involved in the general play of the game. He seemed lost when it comes to moving forward with Arsenal. Do you feel like the players are struggling to adapt to his style of play, or do you feel like Arteta is struggling to make the team play for Gyökeres?
I think it's both actually.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, like Arteta, he's not used. I won't say he's not used, but he's been playing without a striker for like a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
And right now he just has to like work his way through it. You
Mm.
know, get the team
Yeah.
to work with having an actual and natural like number 9. So yeah, I would probably say it's probably on Arteta to find a way to
Make it work.
make it work. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the midfield, Zubimendi. That world class goal. Do you feel Arsenal is relying too much on set pieces? I mean, the goal, you can't take credit away from the goal. It was spectacular from the technique, to uh, take it one time volley and all that. But at the end of the day, that chance came out from a corner kick.
Right.
So do you feel like Ateta is getting too comfortable relying on set pieces to win games?
Well, for any team that's going to like chase for the title, you have to be if you you have to be good in every aspect of the game, especially set pieces. So, but you're correct. I feel like he probably relies too much on set pieces, which can also affect the team as a whole in other areas. Like creativity, because if everybody's just relying on set pieces, and set pieces don't work against a team that's like good in defending set pieces, then what do we do? You know.
So we can see Ateta rested players for like ahead of the Champions League game,
Yeah.
Rice, and so would you say now that he should stick to this formation against like for the midweek game, or should he make one or two changes, especially that back line?
Mm, I think the back line is okay. It's pretty good, solid. Um, I feel he should use the same team, but he's probably going to use a different team and probably involve Declan because I mean there was a reason why Declan didn't start today. I mean he did mention something about having Marino start because of you know the energy that he got from the international break, scoring those goals.
Yeah, they had to.
Yeah, exactly. So that's understandable. But I feel he's probably gonna play. Obviously, he's gonna include Declan in the midfield, but everything else I think is gonna be the same. Gyökeres, Izzy, Madueke, which is probably why he brought them off.
Okay.
Later in the second half. Yeah.
So now, let's talk about the win in general. Would you say that win is? Would you give the entire credit to Arsenal, or would you say Nottingham Forest just got it wrong today? It was just they just played poorly from start to finish.
I mean, I think they had their moments. Yeah, but I mean,
They didn't really, it was just that Chris Wood moment, if I'm being honest, the one where the cross or the shot came at him, and then he just deflected off his body. Although Raya made an impressive save, I'm not going to lie.
right.
Yeah, but pretty much that was the only big chance for Nottingham Forest all through the game. But would you say it's would you say it's a bit of both, or would you just say Arsenal were on top of their game, regardless of how Nottingham Forest came out today?
Yeah, I would say Arsenal were on top of their game, pretty much. Yeah.
All right. So what's your uh, final words ahead of the Champions League game midweek? Like, I mean, carrying this motivation from the win today, are you guaranteed of a Champions League win?
Definitely, definitely.
So you're certain now that Ateta has gotten it right, and then this season, at least a trophy.
I think it's still too early to say, but let's see how it goes. These new players still need time to
Yeah.
play together,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, let's see how it goes.
Okay. So final one for the interview.
Sure.
Rate this performance over time.
Honestly, I would have said a 10/10, but I would just say
I mean, it's fine to say 10
nine.
over 10.
Yeah, I would say a 9. To be honest, I would say 9.
Top of the table. Are we winning the Premier League?
Definitely, definitely.
All right, guys, that brings us to the end of the interview. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, and see you on the next video. Thank you.